What's up, everybody? So real fast, I hopped in here to do this video to tell you guys what's going on. A lot of people ask me about the brokers. So well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but a few of y'all asked me, and I'm gonna break down why I kind of don't like it. Doesn't bother me or anything. And I'm currently on Hugo's way on this chart right here, and a lot of people use Senko Trade. I also use Senko Trade, but when you're starting out, the benefit of the broker depends on certain things. Like with Hugo's way, the money doesn't really matter. They're typical. If you're a scalper, you will probably want to prefer Henko Trade, because I think if you put $1,000 in the ECN account, they give you the lowest spreads. But honestly, one thing I've come to find out about these brokers is people try to get low spreads and high margin. And really, if you know how to trade, you shouldn't really be worried about all of that. And it goes back to like a skill of trading where you just kind of need to learn that skill. And once you learn that skill, you'll be okay, because the brokers all kind of play this one game where whatever the price is, that's going to be the price. But depending on like when sessions are interlining, Asian session, the first hour of the market open, which is 5 p.m. Central Time.
We have a possible change to bearish momentum.
They all
look for a move to the
raise
downside
the
on US 31-minute chart.
Let me mute that. They all raise the spreads, so it don't really matter. So a lot of times when people want to get educated on this, the truth is, certain times of the day, like 5 p.m. every business day except Saturday, that's like the worst hour to trade. Everyone kind of knows this, but if you're new to trading, you'll notice your spreads can go anywhere between 2 to even I think I've seen 66 pips once. Commonly on currencies, I think the highest I've seen is about 37, somewhere between 20 to 30 something pips on a Sunday, like at 5. If you trade that first hour, the spread is like that. A lot of these brokers do that. They do that to like kind of get you out of your trades if you're holding. People who like to trail their trades, people who have like trailing stops. Most people put trailing stops, or should I say stop losses, 20 to 30 pips away from their entry. Most people do that, and they know that. So that's why those spreads kind of widen out like that. So when people see me trading on different MT4s, the broker's not really a concern, because people ask me questions about my trading. When I tell them, like, you really shouldn't be worried about the trading, you should be worried about the broker that's right for you, because if you're scalping, then Hugo's Way might not be the best broker for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they do widen the spreads between sessions. They widen the spreads at the start of each day, and they do stuff like that. And, brokers, that's how they make money. So all of these brokers kind of do it if they're offshore. So when people ask me about brokers, I really don't have nothing else to say to you. There was a live stream I did on KOT4, and I was in super profit, but the trade was negative. And that's a live stream that if you go back a couple live streams, you'll see it. And the reason that happened was simply because the spread was so big on the broker that even in a profitable position, I was still negative. And I had to be like maybe 40 pips in on that trade, and I was still negative. And that's a prime example of that broker not being good. Whatever the pair was, I forgot what pair I was trading, but it was a live stream where when I checked on the trade, I kept wondering why the trade was negative, and I went and looked live on the chart, and I was in deep and on the right side of the trade. I was in the perfect position, and I was still negative. And I was like, yo, I'm at like the low of the day on a sell, and I'm still negative on the trade. It was crazy. So that was kind of what prompted me to start talking to you about the brokers, because a lot of people promote these brokers, and I don't want to come on here like it's somebody that's always kind of like trying to hate on somebody or talk bad about what people do, because it's how they make money. But you kind of just got to have common sense and understand that if you see people promoting certain things, it's probably a financial reason for it. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. People have to make money, so it's a partnership. A lot of people, I have commission links in my description of my videos as well. You sign up for the broker's commission, and anytime somebody signs up with the broker through the link, you get paid. So it would make sense as a trader to promote brokers, right? But the problem is that these brokers kind of come and go. It's not necessarily the people promoting them. Every if you've been trading for a couple years, you'll see that every couple years, there's a shaking of the guard. Like the new hot broker, offshore broker, is going to be somebody else. Some of these brokers start ended up messing up, getting bad reputations. They start doing little shady stuff like the spread. Hugo's way is still perfectly fine to me, but they definitely manipulate the spreads, and they're like, I think the only place I've seen worse than them was probably KLT4, and I actually like KLT4 a lot, and I like Hugo's way a lot. As you see, most of my trades are done on there. But I have a trading view account. I have like a bunch of different brokers that I use like daily. But even with like trading view, it showed me that yeah, they all kind of do their own little manipulative things. You can't really trust any of these brokers, to be real. So I wouldn't worry more about the broker. I would worry more about my trading style. Like if you're a scalper, it's a no-brainer. Get an ECN account where Hank will trade and trade there. That's gonna give you the best benefit. If you're trying to scalp or intraday, or you want to learn those type of trading patterns, then you want to probably just use any broker. It's not going to really matter. A lot of people try to say they want better leverage. Why? I don't get it. That means you want to like over trade, and if you're learning to trade, you definitely don't want to be doing that, because it's going to teach you bad like risk management. You're going to be taking trades that you shouldn't be really taking. You're going to overtrade, and that's like the main thing that kills people when they take those challenges, because they have those habits, and when they go to take a challenge, all of those habits are what gets used against you, and it's the psychology behind that. So they get you into these funded challenges, and they said 8%. FTMO just recently put up a video. They did, one of the people there did an interview, and he said only 8% of the people who take the challenges win. So literally, if you think about that, 92% of the people who take those challenges are funding the 8%. So they're not losing any money. And they also said that they only take, I think they said 2%. I think they said they only take 2% of the traders' trades to make money. So they claim that's how they make money, but we really know the 92% of people who fail the challenges, they make money off that, because they had $200,000, then a $300,000. The $200,000 account, I believe I paid about 6 and change for that. And you gotta think about it. If I passed 2 times, I failed probably 5. So they made that 600 and change 5 times, and I finally won 2 times. So by the time I won, they already had me for 60% of what I spent. So now I have to trade and make that money back through payouts. But they still made that 60% off of me. So think about me becoming a part of the 8%. Now, one of the videos I made recently, I told y'all that I lost all 3 of the accounts due to inactivity. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy. So if you don't trade within a certain amount of time, they took the accounts from me. Now, this happened to me before, and they did take their time and explain it to me. They said, look, we're going to give you your account back. We're going to reinstate you, but you can't do this again. And they warned me, and I did it again because stuff was going on. I was trading with an account where I had 2 other people who were trying to see how the software I have works, and they put money in account, told me to trade it. Now, I normally don't do that, because under the circumstances, I feel like that pressure is just too much when you got somebody else's money. And it just happened to be during the time of the war in Ukraine, so everything was kind of like trending hard. So I was actually killing it with that account, but then something had happened. I talked about that in the last live stream. Go watch it. And pretty much I'm not using that account, and I'm not trading with anybody, so I'm back on my regular accounts. So they told me that I have to take the challenges over. They're not gonna give me my accounts back, because when I log in, I can see everything's there, but when I go to hit the trade button, it's not. It says invalid account. It's not letting me take any trades. So pretty much they lock the account out, and I have to take the challenges over. So once again, now I have to go take these challenges, and I have to like take 3 or 4 just to win one, 3 or 4 just to win another, 3 or 4 just to win another. Because let's be honest, a lot of people do not pass these challenges. And I will say this, and this is not to like diss nobody, but a lot of people on YouTube do not be passing those challenges. You know what I mean? And once you learn risk management and not to overtrade and use all that leverage, you kind of could do these challenges a lot easier. The main thing that first used to bother me was the drawdown. But, you know, these brokers kind of teach you that to just trade and just be on the right side of the trade. But that drawdown pullbacks, you know, everything pulls back. So you got to like really have good entries when you take those trades on the challenges. Because if you're in drawdown and you close the trade, now you don't have any profit, you're negative, and you got the drawdown against you. So that's like just a triple whammy on you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just know that the brokers kind of don't matter, long as it's not a real shady one and you've heard people been getting their payouts. The top five I say probably would be Onanda, Hanko Trade. I'm still gonna put Hugo's Way in there, and I'm gonna say KOT4, and then I'm gonna say Trader's Way. But a lot of people, if you're new to trading, you can't get a Trader's Way account. But Trader's Way was my first trading account, and then Hugo's Way is when I started becoming profitable. That was like my first broker that I started becoming profitable with. But Hugo's Way has done some really crazy things as far as like I've seen with brokers, to the point where I was looking to leave. So I started trying other brokers, and I come to find that all of them have their own little shady things that they may do. And I kind of don't even look at it as shady. You just got to kind of look at it as like business. You got to learn the business of the broker, because every broker have their ways that they're going to just ring you in. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that's my opinion on the brokers, because I get asked this. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I get asked this a bit. What brokers do you use? I'm like, I use all of them. Like, the broker doesn't matter when you know how to trade. If I got a broker that's negative 30 pips, I mean, I wouldn't use that. But all these brokers do that at some point throughout the day. They're gonna widen the spread. They're gonna tap you out your trade. The craziest thing, like I said, was the KOT4 trade, where I was like 40 pips in profit and it was still negative. That was just wild, and people were like, "What's going on?" It was the spread. They widened the spread to get me out that trade. It was so ridiculous, but they all do it. So I'm not gonna just single out any broker. That's how they make money. You know what I mean? But just find the broker that's favorable for the way that you trade. That's really what you need to be looking at, because like I said, for me, I'm not a scalper, so I don't need to be on Hanko Trade. I use it, I try it. I kind of don't see no difference between Hanko Trade and any other broker, honestly. So, if they came to me with a check, then I'll be probably telling you, yo, go with so-and-so broker, go with so-and-so broker. And I'm not knocking that either. It's just the truth of it. You know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all the real. I can't sit up here and be all over enthusiastically fake about a broker just because I want you to, click on that link and give me some paper. Like, it's just the truth. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not knocking an opportunity to make money. We got to trade somewhere, so why not trade on your favorite YouTuber's broker? If they're trading on it and you see them trading on it and you like what you see, why not? You know what I mean? So there's no real reason to knock it. But as far as the brokers go, it kind of just doesn't matter. As long as it's a broker that's been around, people are telling you they're getting their payouts, just go with what you feel comfortable with, because the high leverage, the 500, the 1 to 500 trading view is 1 to 1,000. Imagine trading like that and then trying to take a funded challenge. You'll just get mopped out. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter. So when you ask what broker, it doesn't matter what broker. Really doesn't. I got like 5 brokers open right now trading. Does not matter. Trust me, it does not matter. Right now I'm in this gold trade. This is on the Hugo's Way live account, of course. And it's a small account, as you can see that micro lot in the corner. I'm not hiding that. I'm just showing y'all. But it's definitely a live account. And I'm just watching this trade. I marked up the chart. I saw price was hitting this level, and you see how it wicked off those 2 little wicks. I kind of knew what was going on when I seen that. And I'm just watching the trade, because everything reversed today on the market. So I said, let me just keep an eye. It seemed like everything against the dollar went down, and everything that's with the dollar went up. And you kind of learn these things as you learn to trade. But anyway, hit me up and let me know what you think in the comments. I am working on beta signal group for the Discord. If you do want to be a part of the beta signal service, you need to hit me up on Discord, and you need to comment and let me know that you want to be in it. It is going to be a beta. So I'm going to get the details together and make a separate video about that. But I'm working on it. As soon as I get it actually running, then I'll come back and make a video and let you guys know how you can get in. But if you want to be a part of it, you need to comment that, and you need to hit me up, and you need to join the Discord, because that's where it's going to be at. I might do Telegram, but Telegram got so much scammers, I kind of don't think I'm going to mess with it. But we'll see what happens, okay? Anyway, it's your boy Jimmy. I'm out of here. Peace.